There comes a time in every woman's life when she realizes her freedom depends not on what she says yes to, but on what she is finally willing to say no to. Not the loud, angry no, not the defensive one, but the sacred kind. The one that rises from a deep knowing. This is not mine to carry. This is not where I belong. Saying no is not a rejection. It is a return to yourself, to your values, to your peace. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage, pleasantly, smilingly, non-apologetically, to say no to other things. One's mastery begins the moment we stop handing our energy away to things we never truly chose. For many of us, especially women, boundaries were not taught. They were softened into politeness, erased into silence. We were rewarded for being agreeable, for staying small, for saying yes when we meant no. We confused love with compliance, and now we are learning the difference. To say no with kindness, clarity, and no apology is not a failure of connection. It is a declaration of self-respect. Bell Hooks wrote, "Love cannot exist in any relationship that demands self-negation as a price of admission." And how many times did we say yes to avoid disappointing others, while quietly abandoning ourselves? But now, we do it differently. The sacred no is not reactive. It is deliberate. It is rooted in stillness. It doesn't need to explain itself. It simply draws the line between what is allowed in your life and what no longer gets a seat at your table. A sacred no is not just protection. It is creation. When you say no to overgiving, you say yes to restoration. When you say no to people-pleasing, you say yes to self-trust. When you say no to the noise, you say yes to your voice. The sacred no becomes the boundary between the life you inherited and the life you are now choosing. It becomes a filter, a gate, a compass. Not to keep love out, but to keep you within yourself. You begin to know when your yes is real, when your yes is whole, and when it is not, you let it go. Without guilt, without performance, without the need to explain what your soul already understands. This is the philosophy of boundaries, that your no is not a wall, it is a doorway, a threshold you step through into a life where your energy is not scattered, but sacred. There is power in the yes, but the no is where your freedom lives.